this thing on? Okay. Hello everyone, we are back with an art stream. This is not a Dragon Ball stream, this is not a Dead Space stream, this isn't even a Doom Eternal DLC stream. This is just a regular old live stream of art. Now what I got right here is, actually let me just decrease the music volume just a bit. Now what I got right here is just a 1995 Mitsubishi Eclipse. This is also the same Eclipse that I'm drawing from Fast and the Furious, the first movie. Oh, actually, let me hook up my phone. It's been a while since I've done this. Like, a lot has happened and it's been a while, dude. It's been a while. Okay, there we go. Just in case I can't see chat and stuff, I'll just leave it right there. Hope it's not making too much noise. But yeah, we have the 1995 Mitsubishi Eclipse, and this is pretty much a... This is a rough sketch, yeah. I would say this is a rough sketch, you know, there's nothing too crazy about it. Let me erase this part right here. There we go. And the reason why I wanted to draw this is so I can have a sticker design going on here. I'm gonna see what I could do for it, but I'm pretty sure one of the things is gonna be just drawing it and then maybe painting it. Because I did paint a car before, but not with the technique I know now. It was kind of more so sloppy-ish. So yeah. Got my color here, so I made sure to change color because I don't know, just recently I just started to draw stuff like in their own respective color. Like obviously the Eclipse was green in the movie, and then also we have the Sonic here. This is dialogue and stuff. Or not dialogue, but it's just personal notes like, okay, I want perspective, I want Sonic. I might need to look up a Sonic character sheet. Background might be the escape from the city map, you know, blue blur obviously around Sonic, sparks on the skateboard, and then speed lines maybe. But we'll see about it. I'm gonna work on this for a bit too, and then this is how it looks then. That's how it looks now. So yeah, I'm just gonna be working on these two because, you know, I'm just trying to get this habit of drawing back into my life because I feel like I've just been way too lazy with stuff recently. I'm not lazy. Yeah, I think lazy might be the word actually. Like, I'm not gonna kid myself. I'm pretty sure lazy is the word. So yeah, done a rough sketch here. So now let's just zoom in and do what we can do. And then also, like, when you're zooming into stuff, it's best to also inspect the image that you're referencing. That way it's like, okay, I see this. I see what they were doing here. Okay, there I see a little bit of a shade on the window here. And also take your time with things. Best to be patient with it. Make mistakes. That's how you learn. Oh man. But just want this to be a pretty easy stream, you know? Don't really want there to, like, no video games, no nothing, just me chilling, talking with the chat, and yeah, just discussing all the recent stuff that's happened in life. Like recently there was the Jake Paul and Mike Tyson fight, which, in all honesty, I did want Mike Tyson to win. You know, I'm pretty sure everyone and their mama did. But, you know, I'm not gonna say like I didn't see it coming, but at the same time, you know, like Jake is a businessman and this is kind of his business right now. Oh, I gotta fix my chair. This is his business, you know. His business is making you upset and being involved in controversy. So yeah. It's a little sad too, because I feel like Mike low-key kind of he wanted this boxing match, but at the same time it's like, you know, people are saying he did sell out. He did sell out. I heard from a coworker at work, like, yeah, you know, Mike Tyson, he fought, but he sold out just for money. And to me, it's kind of like, well, it's kind of not surprising, you know, because I remember this one YouTube short video. It looked like it was an interview, you know, or like a home tour of Mike inside his home and stuff, and then he's like, hey, I want to show you something to this news reporter, and the news reporter, you know, like joins him and stuff in his room, and then Mike Tyson, you know, I think he's had like all this championship belts like laid out. So like I said, I don't know if it was a home tour or if it was just like celebration of Mike and his anniversary in boxing and stuff. Excuse me. But one interesting thing that Mike said was, I bled for garbage. Like, this is like, at one point this had meaning, more meaning than life, but I bled for garbage. And you know, like, that Mike is way different than the Mike that was seen at the Jake Paul fight. Yeah, I had to use my fingers for that to call it fight, because to be honest, like, would I, if I was in Mike Tyson's shoes, you know, and I had nothing to prove, I'm already a legend, you know, but I just get like a huge payday just for kind of walking around. I mean, Mike didn't really get knocked out or anything. I mean, even if he did get knocked out, or even like knocked down, I'm pretty sure people would have rioted over Jake. Pretty sure about it. I don't even know where they were fighting, but if they were fighting like Mike Tyson's hometown and stuff, yeah, bottles would have been thrown in the freaking ring. This would have been ugly. And overall, like, I'm not too sure, you know, because I've never been in Mike Tyson's shoes to where I could say, you know, I need the money to actually go into this fight, and I'm not sure like how people are gonna think about it. But like I said before, he's a legend, boxing legend, and he's done a lot, you know. Now, if this was like the Mike and the Roy Jones Jr. era, like Roy Jones just Jr. Kind of fight, I'm pretty sure Mike would have kicked his ass, dude. Like, that Mike, I don't think was in it for the money. I just think he was in it to actually see if he could still go at it, you know. I didn't see the fight, so I wasn't too sure like how it looked or anything, but yeah, I still think that was Mike that still had a maybe a little bit like wanting to fight, instead of just kind of like, okay, yeah, he's a 60-year-old man, he's fighting, okay, gets payday, bounce. I think this is how the window looks. But I digress, you know. I also knew at the end of the stupid fight that they were gonna try and set up Logan versus Mike, which is so dumb, dude. Like, so dumb. I just do not like the Paul brothers one bit. I don't like them. I don't like them. To say I hate them would be like, it's like I want to see them die and stuff, you know? But, you know, I feel like they could probably have a change in their tune if they decide to, you know, actually value other things rather than money. Because those two brothers, they're businessmen. And no controversy pretty much is, it might be the number one thing that gets people's attention, to be honest. It might be. What are we looking at here? Yeah, okay. I want to make sure I do finish like this whole car, like detail and stuff. I'm gonna add the stickers on another layer, but for right now I just want to focus on like the tiny shapes that matter, you know. What do we got here? I honestly don't even care if like this video, you know, when it gets uploaded to YouTube, I don't really care if it gets copyrighted a whole lot. Like, I'm just here to stream and I want to get back into it, you know. I'm not sure if anyone else gets this feeling. Maybe it's a feeling of comparing yourself to others. But, you know, to me, it's not really like in a negative light where it's like, oh, boo-hoo me, you know, like, I just want to be successful. Like, they don't deserve success and all this other stuff. Like, nah, get that shit out of your dog. I used to be like that. I used to be, you know, like, why are they famous, you know? Why not, you know, good people? Why not me? It's like, like, dog, shut up. It is what it is. But, you know, now I just feel inspired, you know, when it comes to close people, or how can I say this? I wouldn't necessarily say like, well, maybe people I'm acquainted with that I know are around town, you know? I don't know. Maybe some other people have that feeling to where it's like, hey, these guys reach a level that I'm sure I can, you know, I can reach if I just put in the time, you know? Just put in the time, put in the effort, focus on my priorities where they lie, and actually do it. I'd probably say, well, how can I put this into words? Like, perhaps the one thing that will drive me, you know, to motivating me to, you know, go out and do stuff is if I positively compare myself. I'm not even sure if that's even a good thing or a bad thing, you know, but it's more so when, okay, like I see a friend or acquaintance in this case, she's basically got into music, got into EDM music. EDM music is basically like electric dubstep music, I think, if that's what the acronym is. I don't know. And, you know, she's talking about being a DJ. I didn't really think anything much of it, but, you know, as time goes on, she got a controller and she's sharing her music. Then you think to yourself, okay, you know, she's starting music, nothing like too crazy. Just see where it goes, you know. Then she starts to actually have shows and stuff. Not big shows, but in my opinion, like, a show is a show. Like, it's a big achievement. It's a big thing in my eyes. Doesn't matter if it's like 50 people, you know, 30 people, or even like 10 people, because you at least got people there to support you, you know? And then, you know, at first, you do start to feel jealous. Start to feel jealous because it's like, I want what you have. I want what you have, and I could probably do better than you. I would have, yeah, like back then, I definitely would have thought about it like that, but now it's just like, you deserve it. You worked hard, but I still want what you have. I want that hard work. I want that payoff, you know? Not to say like, you know, like I want to take away what you worked for. No. I want the payoff. I want to work hard so I can actually get a payoff from it. It's like say someone is going to the gym for the first time. I'm gonna say scrawny kind of guy. You know, he's about 120 pounds, barely has any muscle. He's got the height, but you know, the one thing that's missing from him is he's just not. He himself doesn't think he has that jacked, ripped body that he thinks he needs. In my opinion, like, the ripped jack body just comes as a benefit from working out, you know? Plus, it doesn't even need to be like ultra jacked or anything. But he goes to the gym and he starts to compare himself, you know, to others. Mainly like the guys that have unrealistic bodies, like steroid usage guys, drug enhanced guys, unnatural guys. And so to him, he starts wanting what they have, you know, like, I wouldn't necessarily say the attention, but the notoriety. Like, oh yeah, that's that guy. You know, he's known, he's acknowledged. Perhaps I want that acknowledgement. But I think one thing the guy has to learn is it's gonna take some time. It's gonna take hours. It's gonna be a lot of, you know, why the fudge am I even doing this? A lot of days where it's just like, I don't want to do this, but I do it. I like how I just meshed the story between the guy and me. I mean, I was scrawny, but I was never. I had a reason, okay? Middle school. I think I was about 100 pounds, possibly. And once I got out of there, just 110 pounds. Okay, yeah, this door is not as curved as I think it was. Also, I got this reference from Pinterest. I think all you gotta do is just like type 1995 Mitsubishi Eclipse and it should pop up. I heard something happened with Dragon Ball Sparking Zero where the player count actually went down tremendously. Like 90% of players just quit. I don't know what happened. If I had to guess, it probably had to do with getting good. or people just not knowing how to play the game, or people just like seeing that the game is not too much of a competitor like Dragon Ball Fighters is. That's why I still think like Fighters, even before the Sparking Zero release, that Fighters is gonna still have an audience and a community. But besides that, you know, like I don't think that takes away from the game really. I think people should still go and buy it if they're a Dragon Ball fan or want to get into Dragon Ball. I recommend it. Oof. I gotta fix my back. Go. I don't know like what is up with this chair, but it does not want to go back, dude. Like my previous chair, I could just like go way back and it would just go. But this one, it don't want to do it. Hmm. Okay, maybe that just a little teeny bit bitter. I mean, bigger. Oh man, can't forget that. Just talk gibberish. What the heck is that? Oh, I need to clean the screen, not gonna lie. But I've honestly just been keeping myself busy when I can, to be honest. Because I do have, I don't know, just recently I've been feeling lazy. Lazy to the point where if I have this choice of okay, so like let's say someone were to give me $1 million and all I had to do is just go and walk like from my house to the mailbox. I would have procrastinated that and I for sure would have never done it. Like, in all honesty, I would have just done something else. Like just go on YouTube and doom scroll. That's pretty much it. I don't know. Like whenever I don't accomplish things that I want to do, it just makes me feel not worthless, but you know, down on myself to where it's kind of like I'm angry at myself, you know, like why didn't I just do this? You know, why am I still spending time on YouTube where, you know, it's kind of a waste of time. Like none of these people are just like important to what you want to do in life, you know? And you know, to that I say entertainment on YouTube is entertainment, but you have to know when to stop, you know? I'm not sure if doom scrolling is an addiction. Possibly not. I don't know. Like maybe one way to find out would just be for me to delete YouTube and then, you know, just see if I go crazy like a heroin addict that doesn't have heroin. But the more I thought about it, the more it's like I don't think I should really be too angry at myself. Just more so, just angry at or more self-aware about what I'm doing. You know, like sure I could be angry at myself. You know, continue to be like, whoa, like I'm back because I work at a warehouse. Oh, I'm back at the warehouse again. You know, another week. I wish I was somewhere else. Or you just kind of just deal with it. You know. It wasn't today, but I believe it was yesterday. Marked my fourth year working at Amazon. And I had this thought to myself. The thought being, you know, why did I waste all that time and why am I still here? This is what I thought at first, but then I gave it some more thought. And then I pretty much realized, I worked on Amazon because I had to. And because, it's kind of the only job that I'm not going to glaze the job or anything because, the job has its faults. But it's kind of the best job there is for me personally right now. Not to say like standing for 10 hours, don't really get to talk with people unless you're ever given the opportunity to like work with someone sometimes. And you're just at a station for 10 hours, can't really talk with people, you can't play music unless you have their stupid special headphones. And it's just kind of lonely, but yeah. When I started working there, I would say I need to stop with all the passive words. When I worked there, I was in college, 2020, masks, lockdown, all that good stuff. When it was 2021, then more, I would say, lifts were being done. I don't think it was till 2022 where people like genuinely just said, fudge it, like let's just not wear masks, and nobody really cared. I think it was that year. I think it was. Would I think they would go back to it? Yeah. Yes, sadly. I don't know. I'm not gonna go into the stupid like COVID politics or anything. If you want to wear the mask, go ahead, but I shouldn't be able to because I don't want to. But okay, back to the thing. So I felt pretty annoyed with the fact that I'm just at this job for 4 years straight. Like nothing really changed. And then I thought to myself, wait a minute, things actually have changed. Like this job may not seem important, but it still was there, Like the job itself didn't play a pivotal role. Obviously, like without it, we wouldn't have any money, wouldn't have to like pay for, some of this stuff, streaming equipment. I'm not gonna say it's like $100 worth, but this mic right here, I think it was about 30 or 50 bucks, and like it was cheap. But mind about what I just said, it was cheap. I can actually have the privilege of saying, okay, like 30 bucks is cheap for a mic. Some people would say, 30 bucks is a lot. Some people would even say 5 bucks is a lot. Some people would say, some people wouldn't even have the opportunity of what I have. And this isn't a flaunt or anything, but it's mostly just to recognize, I'm here. Like it could have gone worse. It could be worse. It could be, other things. But I'm here. And so the more I began to think about that, the more it was just, okay. I started to then count, how many years I was active at Amazon. Because I started at 2020. It's November 18th, 2024. And I started in November 2020. Kind of around like same day. I think it was November 16th, I believe. But yeah. try to do the day calculations in your head because I still think I have trouble with it. But one thing I know for sure is 2020, I was still in college. 2021, I was still in college. 2022, I was still in college. 2023, all the way until May, I graduated from college. So, in a way, I'm pretty sure, in a way, I could say, you know, I spent 4 years there, you know, ever since college, but I could say there was stuff going on in my life to where, you know, the job wasn't everything to me. I think the day I lose my happiness is the day I decide to go full time at a job, maybe, when I don't have to, you know. It's like full time, like I commit more time into the job than I do in here. Like more time at the job than my passion, you know. And so with the time, you know, slots in my head, I was just thinking, okay, I spend a majority of my time, you know, at work. Spend a majority of it there. And I actually did accomplish stuff when, you know, I still worked at the job. And so, I don't know, maybe it sounds like right now when I speak it out loud, like, yeah, I think I'm trying to relay the fact that this job is kind of purpose in a way. Like, this is just my whole life from now on. But trust me, I remember last year, you know, I said to myself, you know, if I'm still here in like a year later, like let's pretend this is the 3rd anniversary for Cameron, you know, 3rd year at Amazon, woo, you know, already graduated college, good stuff. I didn't know how I was going to react when, or if, like, because my mindset back then was, okay, if I stay here for another year, I think I'm going to be disappointed with myself. You know, because this isn't like what I want to do right now. And to be honest, one thing I could really say is, you know, a job is a job. It pays you and you go home. It could be worse. It could be better. But to make it better, I think it's all up to you. You know? And so I think I also did say I would be disappointed in myself, but no. I'm not disappointed. No. Because I do remember after graduating college, I was just kind of just purposeless, you know? Like when you spend that much time in school, how much? 16 years in school? I'm 23. 7 years, I would say. You can also count like months and stuff, but no. Like 7 years on Earth? Maybe 7 years? I'm not too sure. Well, let's just say, like, yeah, for about a majority of my life, it was just school. I didn't have any purpose. I didn't know, like, what the frick I was gonna do. Like, I got this art degree. That's cool. They never did show me how to actually get a art job that could, you know, actually get me somewhere and forward with my career in art, but okay, 34, that's good enough. If I don't finish like this whole car detailing, it's fine with me. As long as I'm drawing on it, that is okay with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fudge. That's 5 lines. And then to also secure this thought that it could really be worse, and God, I don't know what it is, but every time like someone has it, like this isn't to boast or anything, but whenever someone like tells me their life and it's just kind of like, oh, I don't know shit about what's going on, you know, like these guys have it worse than me, and I'm one to complain, right? I always think about this Good Will Hunting scene. Now, Good Will Hunting is I believe it's a 90s movie. Came out in the 90s, has Matt Damon, Ben Affleck, and Robin Williams, R.I.P. Robin Williams. And it's about a math, well, not really a mathematician, but I'm not gonna spoil anything, but the basis of it is a janitor at one of the best colleges in the world solves, I believe, one of the hardest problems in math, and someone actually sees him, you know, doing it. I'm pretty sure it was a professor, and the professor's like, hey, if you can essentially like do this, solve this equation, you know, I think it's a different equation, I'm not sure, it's been a while since I've seen the movie, but it is very good, then how about you get a job with us here? You know, you can escape your life, you know, like this whole crummy janitor life where you don't have to really, you know, survive. You can actually have a better life with your talents. And the janitor, Matt Damon's character, is pretty much like, man, fudge you, I don't care about you, I had to go and hang out with my friends at the bar and stuff. Yeah, the music paused. And optimal sus? That's what the song says. Oh god, that hurt my head. Hurts to laugh. Oh man. But okay, yeah. But yeah. He essentially goes through, I think he actually does kind of think about the offer, but something lands him to where he needs anger management or something. And so he just talks with a therapist. Many therapists later, you know, I'd rather you guys go and watch the movie. He ends up with Robin Williams' therapist, who is actually a friend of the professor. And I would definitely say towards the middle of the movie, middle end, you know, Matt Damon's character is asked with this question of what do you want to do? And then, you know, one who questioned him was a therapist. I'd say like at that point in the movie, they're pretty much friends and stuff. But you know, like Matt Damon's character just keeps messing around with the idea of like, what do you want to do with your life? And you know, just like he keeps giving him answers like, oh, I want to be a shepherd. You know, like it's an honest living. The scene does speak it, like the dialogue speaks it more better than I can say right now. So if you could see it on YouTube, like go ahead. You don't even gotta watch the movie, I don't care. But I think the takeaway from it is, kid, you're wasting your potential. And I think many, or not even many scenes later, but a few scenes later, Ben Affleck's character, who is his friend, you know, in construction, like he hears about this and he goes, yeah, dude, I would kill you. And it's not an exaggeration. I would kill you. Matt Damon's character goes, what? Like, what are you talking about? And then Ben Affleck's character says, you know, you got something that a lot of these guys would kill for. The brains, you know, the talent, some way to get away from this life that's, you know, just like it's beneath you, you know? You shouldn't be working here. You should be doing stuff that you're good at, you know, that'll actually get you somewhere. And so man, I wish I could just like show this speech because it's like one of my favorite scenes ever. If anyone is like has good talents and is like, maybe I shouldn't really act on it, just try. Just try. If it seems too hard, I'd still say like keep going, just try. You know, it's better to try and fail than it is to like ever wonder what could have been, you know? I wouldn't say that really happened to me too much, but it happened times where I don't think, you know, it mattered much. Oh man, this ain't a therapy session, but I'm just rambling. Well, I actually think I'm close to it. So, what we got here? Yeah, okay. 42 minutes. I got it. Actually, yeah, when this stream is over, I'm gonna be watching that scene because it's just so motivating to me. Like, you know, you got this talent, you know, you're good at it, you know you're good at it, but you're not gonna act on it. You're too much of a scaredy cat to do much about it. If anyone's like scared about, you know, doing stuff, give it a try. I was definitely scared about many things, even streaming, you know. I was scared about how people would perceive me, how people would just react to my gameplay, you know, and all this other stuff. Now I don't really care too much. It's kind of just like, okay, yeah. Do I still get those thoughts? Yes. Like, I still get them. Even when I was talking with this guy, my coworker that was talking to me about his life today, yeah. It happened when he asked me, oh, what's your favorite Cobra Kai character? Because, you know, new season just came out. We were talking about that, and I just thought for a second because I didn't know how this guy was going to react. Like, maybe if I chose a certain character, he would have said stuff like, oh, you basic, dude. And you really shouldn't care about what other people think. You really shouldn't. Unless they somehow like pay your bills and stuff, you shouldn't care. I don't know where this came from and why I'm still like kind of in this thing where I have to care about what others think of me at times, but you know, maybe sometimes, you know, you just think. But, you know, it's all rooted because I just thought I was wasting my time at my job. You know, I'm pretty sure there, in my generation, you know, Generation Z, there's a lot of people that, you know, work and they don't like their job. You know, they can accept the pay. They can definitely like accept the labor that comes with it, but they just don't like the job because it's not what they want to do. I didn't talk about, you know, the things that used to make me like afraid. I would say if it caught me on an off day, like, yeah, it just makes me just a bit afraid, but you know, like I used to be so afraid of just trying out new games, you know. I still kind of was with Dead Space because only because of the hype that was around it, like, oh, this is one of the scariest games ever. And then look at me now, I'm just shooting everything in my freaking path, dude. Got an assault rifle, a flamethrower. The game's not even too scary now. Just wait until I get my hands on the remake. Okay. What time we got here? Okay, phone doesn't want to do shoot, so I don't care. Recently though, I wouldn't really say it was fear. Okay, let's take a look. Yeah, a lot more cleaner, a lot more cleaner. I wouldn't say it was fear that, you know, drove me to just be more lazy and stuff. Like maybe it was, I just don't know. Like I don't think too much about that. I just kind of do stuff, you know? And then once it's actually time to do stuff that I need to do and I want to do, I just hold off on it. You know? So I think it mainly has to do with just doing stuff. That's another thing too. If you're gonna do something, do it. Don't think about it. Don't think about it too hard. Just do it. Because if you think about it too hard, you're gonna be thinking about the hard stuff. Pause. And you just gotta be thinking, okay, you know, like what if I fail? What if I do this? What if I do that? No. Like, you just start. You start. Like with this Mitsubishi Eclipse, I didn't know like how this was gonna look. I just thought it was gonna kind of look like trash because I had a previous one that I did. You know, I'll show you guys it real quick. This is it. I forgot what the photo was, but I definitely wish I could find it. But you know, like it's got the. In my opinion, I thought, okay, there's no way I could do better than this. We could do way better than this. Look at this. Obviously, I think the little headlights might need a bit of work. Like this might need to be a bit bigger. Oh, but look at this. Like it's cleaner. It's all this other stuff going on, you know? Anyone wants to do anything, you do it. End of story. I feel like I kind of needed to get this off my chest, so like nothing too crazy of a stream, just me wanting to get back into art. Just me, you know. Chill mood, nothing more to it. No, I'm not canceling on any of the Sparking Zero or Dead Space streams. I will continue them. But I just feel like I also, yeah, our playthroughs, guys. Because I gotta work more. Just for this week though, just for this week. Next week it'll be, yeah, more streams. Man, it looks sexy. Sexy car, dude. Holy shoot. That. And then... I'll definitely work on some more detail. You know, maybe I don't know how this is gonna go, honestly. Like maybe I'll just work on it off stream. Maybe I'll just decide, maybe I should, you know, show this on stream, but we'll see, guys. I don't really want there to be more empty promises, you know, but life just happens, you know. Another thing you gotta understand too. Like sometimes life just happens and takes away from things you want to do for the day. Just life. Eclipse had like this weird thing. I don't know if you guys have ever seen an Eclipse like without all this modifications and stickers, but it's got that weird little bump on the left side of it. Might be the engine, I don't know. I haven't actually looked inside the interior of one, but I just thought it was weird to me because usually they have like, nowadays they got like big old bumps on the center. And then there you go, that's the engine right there. But yeah, I think I'll call it for that Mitsubishi. Yep. This is also going to be a sticker idea. These two will. God, I gotta work on this one. Oh man. But yeah, I'm satisfied with this one for the day. You know, Sonic. You got this, Sonic. What the frick do I even have here? Okay. I think the only problem I have is just the hands. I want it to look like a certain art style, but we'll see. Maybe the body too might be just a bit too lengthy. Yeah, I think it just might be a little too much right here. What the frick? Oh, okay. This is basically the first, you know, sketch I had of it. Obviously, you can see his hand is in a different position. This was the second one. I just thought this would be more so Sonic, you know, like Daredevil, Sonic, Stuntman type of thing. And then, oh yeah, also in this one, I definitely have this emotion of like escape from the city vibes, you know. And then fine drawing right here. I still got, there's something off about this whole thing. I'm pretty sure like when I actually zoom in and do the things I gotta do, it'll look better, but something just a bit off with it, just a bit. Yeah, let's see if I could just work on the head real quick, because I know I've only got a little bit of time left. 7 minutes. Okay, now the sticky key is gonna work. Well, I can't rotate. There goes that. Okay. This is where I go on Pinterest and act like I'm actually doing something very innovative with my life. Open that reference. Yep, there we go. See what we got here. I feel like it might be the eye position of the whole thing. Yeah, it might be. And definitely like this whole little jaw right here. Gotta be it. I'm definitely committed to redrawing the Mitsubishi Eclipse and the Sonic drawing, just so I could get it right, you know? Because the sketch drawing, you know, that's the first thing. It's the blueprint of everything, and so the blueprint is messy. Nothing to it. No, it's just gonna look a little weird. I did see some things actually go on with the Shadow Generations game. Yeah, I call it Shadow Generations because let's face it, that's what it is. It is also like I think the new one that came out is a remake of Sonic Generations because I know they changed some dialogue and some scenes, so I'm not sure how much of it is new or if it's just like, hey guys, just a graphical remake of Sonic Generations. Hope you enjoy. Yeah, the eyes actually look like they're on the same plane now. Might need a position somewhere else. Yeah, maybe right here. There we go. I think I'm actually seeing it a lot better now. This looks good. What do we got here? I think it might. Yeah, okay. Let's just take our time here. Take our time. A little tricky when you gotta look at a reference that's mirrored, not the same position, but we'll get there. I would definitely say, like, based off of this, just the little things makes it look more Sonic. Also, the pose I definitely got from Pinterest. Don't know what I typed to get it, but I think I just looked up skateboarding poses or something. Maybe just skateboarding, the word by itself. Then I got it. Okay, let me see. How's the mouth jaw supposed to look? Okay, yeah, this is like supposed to look just a bit more thin. Just a bit more thin. And I used to draw a lot of Sonic when I was in middle school. Sonic was definitely like one of the things I just loved as a kid. Before I think it was also during the time that there was a lot of stupid crap going on in the community, so luckily I was never involved in that aspect of it. But if you ask anyone, I'm pretty sure as a Sonic fan during 2000s, it was just hell, dude. Like, you could say you were a Mario fan back then, but back then you couldn't really say you were a Sonic fan because it was freaking weird. Oh my god, that looks good now. I think the nose just look a little weird though. Let me see. Let me see what happens if I just like change it up just a bit to where the nose is over here. Don't look too bad. Not too bad. Oh yeah. Holy shoot. Okay. I don't know what that was, but yeah. I went from this to now we got this. Still think I should do a little redraw again, but no, let's just see how everything plays out. But overall, definitely an improvement. Not bad. Now let's just work on the ears. Also, I wanted to make sure, like, I gave Sonic movement, you know, with his quills and his ears. So that's why the ears are just a little bent, you know. Like, he's obviously going fast, you know, fast and furious. I think I'll definitely need to look at the arm positioning of things. Because this pose can work. I think the problem is just the fact that I need to look at him in more position to see, like, okay, yeah, like maybe, you know, it's like this with his legs and stuff. But, you know, as the drawing goes on, you know, just see how things go. Okay, I'm already at an hour. All right. Yeah, I'll just leave it here for right now. But yeah, honestly, I'm not gonna say anything too much, you know, about the future streams tomorrow, rest of the week or anything, because guys, I'm just gonna lay it out. I'm busy. I'm either busy or I'm lazy. No in between. Well, why there's no streams. But yeah. I do hope the next stream, though, you guys can expect one of three things. Actually, one of two things, because I still like to do the back-to-back things. So last stream I did Dead Space. So next time it'll definitely be Sparking Zero, or I'll just continue the drawing. You know, it's just whatever I'm feeling right now. Even if like the whole fan base or like 90% of the fan base for Sparking Zero fell, I really don't care. I'm going to commit to it. I'm going to definitely try to play online when I finish the whole campaign. And yeah, I don't think there's really anything else to say. Go buy Dead Space. Go buy Sparking Zero. I'm not paid. But yeah, I think there's nothing else really to say. Just hope I could be more consistent and hopefully I get the payoff, you know. Just why we do things. But yeah, hope you guys have a good evening, night, or morning, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.